Among the potential industries that our country can probably further explore is the clothing industry. Not only are our designs creative, but they are as well reflective of our distinct character as a people, expressive, spirited, and vibrant. Filipino fashion designers are undeniably a source of national pride and a showcase of Filipino talent and creativity.
Hey guys, welcome back to Puhunan Power Podcast. We walk the talk, giving people hope amidst trying times with small actions yet powerful impact. This is your host, Julia, aka ang Pinay #Pusong Entrep. Ang pag-recycle ng basura ay nakatulong na bawasan ang dami ng basurang napupunta sa mga landfill. Unfortunately, the existing waste management system in many areas is inadequate to handle such large volumes of wastes, landfills, natural resources. This is a concept and economic model that Mondelez Philippines supports, in line with its goal towards zero waste to nature by 2030. The fashion and retail industry of the Philippines is rapidly evolving. It is projected to experience strong growth in the coming years with a compound annual growth of 15.01% and a market volume to reach 1,363,000,000 by 2027. With a population of over 110 people and a rapidly growing middle class, consumer spending power is also increasing. This has led to a surge in demand for the fashionable clothes and accessories and opportunities for business to thrive. Ilan na ang sa mga Filipino designers ang nagdala ng karangalan sa ating bansa. Kasama sa mga makukulay at malikhaing nilang creations ang mga kwento ng kanilang buhay at pakikipagsapalaran dito sa bansa at maging sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. Samahan niyo kami, balikan at talakayin ang kwentong disenyo at talento ng isang nating kahangang-hangang local na fashion designer at fashion entrepreneur ng Imus na si Jonathan or Athan Lotona. Our local fashion and clothing industry is very promising, needing only to be strengthened through intensified capability, building intensive campaigns, and financial support for our local industry. Our fashion, fabric, and clothing industry presents us not only with a window of opportunity for economic growth, more so it can unlock for us doors for Filipino clothing designers with all their passion, creativity, and national pride to imprint on local to global fashion and clothing. You can join our discussion by commenting below. Anumang katanungan na relevant sa ating discussion ngayon ay pipilitin namin sagutin para sa inyo. Naging hadlang ang kahirapan at kawalan ng matibay na halagi ng tahanan kay Jonathan Lotona or Athan ang harapin ang realidad ng buhay mula pa lamang sa batang edad. Dahil sa angking talino, talento at potensyal, napagtagumpayan niya ang high school sa Del Pilar Academy sa Imus sa pamamagitan ng scholarship grant. Malaki ang kagustuhan niyang magpatuloy ng kolehiyo upang makatungtong sa degree sa pagdidisenyo, ngunit tapos na di kinayang masuportahan ng single parent niyang ina ang pagtustos upang makapagtuloy sana. Let us watch the first part of our personal encounter sa ating fashion entrepreneur at sabay natin alamin ang tunay na kwento ng makulay na buhay ni Atan. From a child who is determined to make his life and his family's social status better and stand amidst the dynamic nature of challenges in life to where he is right now, his belief, inspirations, humility, and purpose.
Since bata pa ako, siguro, talent ko na ang pagdidisenyo, talent ko na ang pagdodrawing, tapos hanggang sa mag-high school, magdalaga daw, nararamdaman ko na I'm into fashion. Tapos, hilig ko na ang pagdodrawing, pagdidesign habang free time sa school. Tapos, talent ko na rin ang pagdidisenyo. So hanggang sa dumating yung point na kinarir ko na rin. Kasi no choice ako.
So paano po ba kayo nagsimula? How did it start po? Na talent niyo na po siya nung bata pa po kayo. So how did you manage to start na, sige, gawin ko tong business ngayon?
Hindi ko naman akalain na mapupunta ako sa ganitong industry. Kasi ang gusto ko talaga nung high school ako is mag-take up ng mass comm. Tapos, or kung hindi namang mass comm, gusto ko kasi maging news reporter. Tapos, kasi madaldal kami noon. Madaldal ako noon. Sobrang daldal ko nung high school. As in, parang ako na yata pinaka-talkative sa klase. Tapos, dahil may talent ako sa pagdodrawing, gusto ko rin mag-take ng fine arts. Kaso hindi tayo pinalad, hindi tayo ganun ka-gifted pagdating sa financial. So after graduating high school, lahat ng mga classmate ko, pasok sila sa Lasal, pasok sa Manila. So naiwan ako mag-isa, sabi ko, paano ako, anong gagawin ko? Single parent, tapos ang nanay ko wala naman trabaho. Tapos ako, sa sarili ko lang. Kumbaga hindi naman ako makakagraduate ng high school kung hindi ako scholar. Hindi ako talaga makakatungtong ng secondary level kung wala akong natanggap na scholarship. So I'm blessed, tapos thankful to the Lord. Kasi nga, since natanggap ko yung scholarship ko, nakapag-high school ako. Imagine, ma'am, ang baon ko is 20 pesos nung high school. Tapos ang funds ko, simula first year hanggang fourth year, yun ang gamit ko. Tapos, ano pa ba? So, graduate na kami. Gusto ko talagang mag-take up ng mass comm, pero wala akong alam sa Manila. Wala akong alam kung paano aandar yung future ko. So, ang ginawa ko is nagtrabaho na lang ako. So, nagtrabaho ako sa Jollibee. Tapos, habang nagtatrabaho ako sa Jollibee, naisipan kong mag-aral ng fashion design sa Cora Doloroso, sa Alas Piñas. So, ang work ko is from Jollibee Baclaran. Tapos, after work ko is pang umaga, diretso ako ng Alabang para mag-aral, mag-take up ng fashion design. So, natatandaan ko pa noon yung mga classmates ko. Siyempre, may mga kaya. Lagi nilang sinasabi sa akin, ang sarap mo. Sabi ko, bakit? Amoy Jollibee ka. Yun ang sabi nila sa akin. So, from that, alam na nila na nagtatrabaho ako sa Jollibee. Pero proud ako kasi hindi talaga ako kayang pag-aralin ng nanay ko. Hindi talaga ako.
You really worked hard.
Oo, nag-work hard talaga ako para kahit yun man lang, makagraduate ako. So, after noon, nag-apply ako abroad. Bata pa ako noon, 17 lang. Hindi ako tinanggap ng employer. Sabi niya, 17 ka pa lang. Pero nakapasa na ako. Kinukuha na yung passport sa akin. Sabi niya, nung nakitang 17 ako, sabi niya, naku, hindi ka pa pwede. Sabi niya ganun, bata ka pa. Hindi ka pa pwede sa abroad. So, ang ginawa ko na lang, after noon, nag-take up ako ng dressmaking. Para alam ko kung paano ang pagsusukat ng tela, kung alam ko paano pagpa-pattern. Tapos noon, after noon, trabaho ako sa garments as a sewer. Para may idea rin ako sa pananahe. Alam mo yon, hindi ka lang marunong mag-design, hindi ka lang marunong magtabas, pero alam mo yung specific na gagawin mo.
from nothing in life and business, and achieving the fulfillment to your dreams is a journey filled with trials and tribulations. It requires determination, resilience, and an unyielding spirit. Bago tayo tulayong mahook sa magandang kwento ng buhay ng ating humble fashion entrepreneur na si Atan, talino bonding muna tayo mga kapatid, kapamilya at kapusong entrep. Narito ang trivia number 1. At gaya po ng sinabi natin sa nakaraang episodes, hintayin lang po ang aming countdown bago i-comment ang inyong mga sagot. Answers before the countdown will not be included. Alright, trivia number 1 shows it is rightfully reversed as the queen of the Philippine textiles. It exudes a unique blend of sheer elegance and cultural significance. Meticulously hand-woven from one of the tropical fruits fibers, the Aklanon or Aklans is the oldest manufacturer of the delicate fabric. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Alright, so you can comment down your answers below so that we can see who will be included for our trivia raffle. Okay, so shout out po tayo sa mga OFWs from Middle East, Singapore, Malaysia, USA, Denmark, and New Zealand. May mga shout outs po ba tayo dyan ngayon? I think we do have, okay, because I did see a lot of people. Okay. Alright, shout out po kay Ryan Bolatano. Hello po, Leia Dump. Hello po, what is this? Sick Dairy. Hi. Okay, this one, there's nothing on it po. Okay, Jane Auditor Furog. Hello po. Desiree Separa. Hanagaki Kun. Marcus Alonso family. Hello po. Jed Tapia. Kit Kat. Okay. Elvis Presley, hello po. Lysander Kairos Capule, Chanelu de los Santos, hello po. Thank you so much for always staying tuned and being part of our Puhunan Power. Becoming successful from humble beginnings require an extraordinary set of qualities. Burning desire to change one's circumstances is essential. Determination acts as a powerful driving force during hardships. Also, confidence and self-belief plays a pivotal role in overcoming skepticism and doubt. Discipline, perseverance, and willingness to learn from failures and setbacks are essential attributes that fuel the journey to success. When we have clarity about what we want and what we believe we're called to do, we also need to be clear about what we need to sacrifice to achieve our plans. We must recognize that when we're spending time living our dreams and working to achieve our goals, no matter what they are, there are costs. The costs of what we can't do, as well as the cost of what we are doing.
So, nung nag-reach na ako ng 25, 25, doon na ako nag-apply ng abroad. Kasi pwede na ako, legal age na. Yun. Tapos, siguro after mga ilang years, bumalik ako ng Pilipinas. Nag-put up ng business kasama yung kaibigan. Pero hindi pinalad. Siyempre, alam mo na, pagbaguhan ka. Merong times na hindi ka papalarin. Nag-apply ulit ako ng abroad. So, since na nag-apply ako ng abroad, 2017, bumalik ulit ako ng Pilipinas, doon ako nag-pursue. Doon ako nag-full-time. Ito na yung business ko.
So, magkano po yung naging capital mo dito para ma-start yung business niyo?
Capital, siguro magano ka lang ng mga sa makina, machine, tapos sa mga konting gamit, siguro may mga 50k ka siguro kaya na. Kasi hindi mo naman kailangan bumili ng brand new eh. Nag-start lang ako sa bahay eh. Sa bahay lang, hindi mo kailangan bumili ng brand new ng mga machine. Kasi kung bibili ka ng brand new, mas triple ang halaga.
Yes.
So nag-start ako sa mga second hand, sa gano'n.
So, So, paano po niyo naaral yung sistema po ng business niyo? Tapos, paano po kayo nag-marketing ng mga, para magkaroon po ng clients?
Siguro na ano ko, yung aking talent, sa yung pagmamanage ng shop abroad, kasi iba talaga ang experience mo pagdating sa pagmamanage sa abroad. Iba ang, lalo na sa Middle East, yun na naging training ground ko talaga. Doon talaga ako natuto. Nagkaroon ng more knowledge, experience, tapos kung paano gumawa ng gown, magbuo ng ganyan, ng mga designs. Tapos, syempre sa panonood na sa mga fashion show, sa mga kaibigan din, mga tumutulong, doon talaga nagkaroon ng idea. Saka, yun ang pinakamalaking training background ko sa abroad. Tapos, iba kasi yung fashion sa Pinas eh. Kaysa sa fashion sa abroad. Iba talaga, iba siya.
So, paano naman niyo po na-maintain or na-manage nitong negosyo? Diba nga po, simula po nung bago or after ng pandemic na nasimulan niyo na po to. So, paano niyo po siya na-manage na tuloy-tuloy po rin po yung mga customers mo?
By the grace of God talaga. Kasi talagang kailangan hindi ka bumitaw sa Panginoon. Kasi siya, lagi kong prayers, Lord, ibigay mo sa akin yung mga tamang kliyente. Kasi sa kanya lang talaga ako mapit eh. Talagang, yung mga dati kong kliyente, bumabalik sila. Tapos, magmamanage ka kasi sa sarili mo, dapat, once na kumikita ka na, hindi ka dapat maging maluho. Alam mo yon, hindi mo dapat i-prioritize mo yung mga dapat i-prioritize. Kumaga parang ako, hanggat kaya kong magtitiis ako kasi syempre may mga staff ako na inaalagaan, may mga trabahador ako. Hindi ko sila pwedeng pabayaan. I mean, sila yung tumutulong sa akin. Kumaga parang isang family kami. Kumaga parang hindi lang yung puro sa akin. Kailangan yung staff ko rin, tinutulungan ko rin. Yun siguro yung naging magandang foundation ko. Kasi kung hindi ka maging mabait sa staff mo, or kung hindi ka naging magandang ehemplo sa staff mo, kung naging mataray ka or walang iya ka, iiwanan ka ng staff mo. Matitira ka, mag-iisa ka. Paano gagalaw ang shop kung ikaw lang mag-isa? Honestly, hindi ko naman kayang manahe, magtabas, yung all around talaga. Hindi ko kaya. Kaya blessed ako, tapos grateful sa Panginoon kasi nandyan sila.
Sa napili mong hanap buhay o negosyo ay di initatanging katangian upang maging mahusay kang entrepreneur. Subalit ang genuine na pagsasaalang-alang sa mga kalagayan, nararamdaman at kapakanan ng mga taong kinakailangan mo upang mapatakbo ang negosyo ay isa ring mahalagang aspeto upang mapapanatili mo ang mas stable na direksyon para makamit ng mga nais mong pag-unlad. Family, friends, and your employees play a crucial role in the success of your business. They provide support, inspiration, and a balance to the often stressful life of an entrepreneur. So, it is important for business owners to nurture and value these relationships as they can make all the difference in their entrepreneurial journey. Not to mention a genuine and lasting client relations by providing them immediate understanding on their needs and exceptional tailored service. Athan is a living testimony na ang pakikitungo na may sinseridad at di makasarili ang nagpapanatili sa tao sa magagandang kinalagayan niya. No man is an island at hindi lahat pera. Ang pagtupad sa mga pangarap at pangangailangan ng kanyang mga customer nang naaayon sa abot-kayang budget nila, di kinakailangan isakripisyo ang kalidad ng mga disenyo, tahe at materyales na kanilang mga pangarap na kasuotan nagbibigay ng kakaibang pagtakilik at tiwala sa kanyang mga creations. And these make Athan extraordinary among the best. right, everyone, Talino bonding moment number 2 bago po tayo patuloy sa ating Power Business Stories. At tandaan, ang mga sagot lamang ay after the countdown, okay, is yung counted. Ano po ba ang trivia number 2? Ano ang buong pangalan na natatanging fashion entrepreneur natin sa araw na ito?
So, nung nag-reach na ako ng
So,
20...
shout out ulit po tayo. Okay. So first we have one of our shout out to L, love you so much, la love. All right. Ang sweet naman. Hi. And then James Antane. Kasi James yung nagsabi na hina po ng signal sa amin kasi po naulan. Hehehe. Naulan din po dito. Hello. Eliza Cruz, hello din po. And then we have Hannah Savanco, hello po. Miguel Chu, Michael Hagonoy, and Krishna L. Hello po. The journey from humble beginnings and success is a test of character, willpower, and perseverance. Despite facing all the trials, those who overcome the odds discover a deeper sense of purpose and satisfaction. By harnessing determination and building valuable relationships, they can defy societal expectations and carve their path to success, creating a lasting impact on both their lives and the world around them.
Siguro natutuwa ako na nakikita ako or na-appreciate ako ng mga taong malapit sa akin. Kumaga parang natutuwa ako na sinasabi nila na, wow, ang galing mo, natutuwa ako sa'yo kasi na-achieve mo yan. Yun siguro ang ano ko. Kumaga parang nai-inspired ko yung ibang tao sa buhay ko. Halimbawa, na hindi porkit wala kang pinag-aralan, hindi ka pwedeng yung hanggang dyan ka lang. Kailangan do your part. Kung wala kang pinag-aralan, kung wala kang hindi ka man nakatungtong ng college or ano, gawin mo yung part mo, huwag kang magmukmok, huwag kang mag-self-pity na ito lang ako, ganito lang ako. Hanapin mo yung best mo. Hanapin mo yung best mo kung saan ka aangat. Advantage talaga yung maraming kaibigan kasi sila word of mouth ang mangyayari dyan eh. Hindi naman ako nung araw naman wala naman tayong hindi naman ako techie, hindi ako mahilig sa Facebook. Sila lang yung mga kaibigan ko yung kanino ka nagpagawa, saan ka nagpagawa, parang gano'n. May ikaw client ko Miss Julia, nagpagawa ka sa akin. So makikita ng ibang tao, ng ibang client na, saan ka nagpagawa, ang ganda ng damit mo. So may introduce ka hanggang sa dumami yung client mo. Siyempre, yung craft mo, dapat ingatan mo rin. Hindi porkit kilala ka, hindi porkit kaibigan mo.
Basta.
Oo, akala mo na lang na ka. Siyempre, hindi naman maganda yung, kaibigan ko yan, magpatay ka dyan. Pero, kailangan, yung trabaho mo, ayusin mo. Hindi yung gagawa ka lang for the sake of money. Kailangan merong love, may passion. Kasi kung wala yon, wala talagang mangyayari sa talent mo. Kahit sa ang field, kung walang love, walang passion, ang ending noon is babaksak ang negosyo. Honestly, kapag may pumupunta dito sa akin, unang tanong ko, kung magkano ang budget mo. Kasi kung ako magbabigay ng price, kaya ko, sa isang damit, kaya kong sabihin sa'yo na 50K, pero hindi niya kaya. Nakakaawa rin naman bago gusto mo ikasal tapos meron kang dream wedding gown. Hanggat kaya ko akong makatulong, hanggat kaya kong maibigay sa kanya, masatisfy yung client para magawa yung damit niya, hindi lang kumita, at least makatulong ako sa kanya. Ganon. Kasi tatanong sa kayo, ma'am, anong budget mo? Budget ko lang 15K. Bawa lang. Sige ma, walang problema. Gawa natin ng paraan. Pero, wag naman yung 15K, pero hanggang doon ka lang. Kailangan yung expectation nila beyond, diba? Kailangan, ma-surprise sila. na maganda yung kalalabasan. Kung gusto niyo pong magpatahi or mag-inquire, tawag lang po kayo sa 0948-480-9208. Dito po kami sa may Bayan Luma, 3 Lane 2, Imus, Cavite. JSL Fashion.
Alright, so parang hindi ata nakita ang pangalan sa trivia number 2. Alright, ulitin po natin so that you guys can win our exciting prizes. Trivia number 2 is, ano ang buong pangalan ng natatanging fashion entrepreneur natin sa araw na ito? 1, 2, 3, go! Hello po. Alright, so comment down your answers down below. Okay, expectations to carve their path to success, creating a lasting impact on both their lives and worlds around them. Mga ka-hashtag pusong entrep at ka-power puhunan, simula na ang pagmimigay ng mas pinalaking pag-asa, pinalaking pagkakataon, at pinalaking puhunan para sa inyo. Ang 100,000 pesos na papremyo puhunan ay officially nang nagsisimula ngayon. Take note, 100,000 pesos business capital is just the beginning. Power up ka sa instant 100,000 para sa hashtag pusong entrep. Abangan ng Batch 3, ang superpowers para sa puhunan na mag-a-upgrade ng buhay mo. Narito na ang mas pinabonggang 100,000 para sa iyo. Di ka pa ba sasali? Tara na! Join na! Here are 3 things the aspiring entrepreneurs need to sacrifice for success. Number 1 is time. There are so many things to do in a day. It's not about having enough time. It's about making the use of your time. We all have the same 24 hours and we all have the opportunity to use our time wisely. When we sacrifice time, we're prioritizing a certain task over another. Stop wasting time and start taking actions to do what truly matters to you. Number 2, personal life, right? When we are determined to succeed, we have to make changes in our personal lives, in our friendships, our relationships. It's not about neglecting your loved ones. It's all about working around your personal life. All of us has our own responsibilities, and sometimes we simply have to compromise with other people. If we don't learn when to say no, we are the ones who suffer. These are the moments in our lives when we have to think of our needs. Be sensitive to our loved ones' feelings. Let them understand that you need to do what's the best for you and eventually the best for everyone. Good and honest talks will never hurt you. Number 3, immediate desires. There are so many things that teach us what's right now. Things that might encourage us to procrastinate when we really shouldn't. We might want to do something simple like check our social media feed, or we might want to do something more significant like buy a new car, a signature bag, and clothing, etc. But the question is, what exactly is more important to us? We have to make the choices between our immediate desires and the needs that will propel our dreams forward. When we sacrifice what we want right now, we are saving our time and energy for something more important, something greater, something that will bring us one step closer to our real goals. Something we truly want, not just something we want right now. To be successful and achieve what you really want in life, you'll have to make sacrifices. Taking the hardest way and never giving up will give you a compelling reward and fulfillment. tayo mag-proceed sa last trivia natin for today, remember to comment your answers after the countdown. Otherwise, ang inyong pong mga sagot ay hindi po counted. Okay, are you ready, everybody, for our last trivia? Trivia number 3 is, he was a Philippine-American fashion designer who was bestowed with the National Artist of the Philippine honor in 2006. He is the first Filipino fashion designer to receive this distinction. Okay, so do we have any shout-outs po? Do we have shout-outs? Okay. Shout-out po kay Renza Bolotano, hello po. Ella Tapia, hello po. Marisa Riseo, hello po. Robin Alejandro and Patricia Mendez, hello po. Thank you so much for watching our podcast as well today and supporting us all the time. Okay? So, comment down your answers now. At maya-maya lang ay matatanggap nyo rin ang aming papremyo. We will announce the 3 trivia winners at ang tamang sagot bago po matapos ang ating podcast. If you have suggestions or requests ng mga topics to discuss para sa makakapag-provide kami ng value sa ating mga aspiring entrepreneurs, please help us by visiting our page or community and drop us a line. Gagawin namin ang aming buong makakaya para basahin at aralin ang inyong suggestions. Let us also unite in empowering and promoting local brands, micro and small businesses by following all our social media accounts. Pero, bakit nga ba at paano naman sumali sa hashtag Pusong Entrep pandagdag puhunan power na 100,000 pesos? Kung paano ang mechanics para makasali sa hashtag Pusong Entrep 50,000 ay ganun din at walang pagbabago kaya't napakadali pa rin pong sumali. Kung hindi ngayon, kailan? Ano pa ang hinihintay mo? Sali na!
How to join? Here's how. Step 1. Visit the official website www.mrmpopc.org of Mary Rose Media Production OPC to review the complete mechanics. Step 2. Make a 1 to 2 minute video then message us directly on Facebook at MRMPOPC for details on how to upload your video. Step 3. Once submitted, wait for the link that we'll send so you can share it to your friends and families.
Okay, everyone. So, our trivia number 1 winner is... Okay, let us go ahead and shake it completely. Alright. Okay. Alright, so, congratulations po for trivia number 1, which is, sagot ay Pinya. Is si Kit Kat. Wow, Kit Kat. I really like her name. Gusto ko ng Kit Kat. Okay, so for trivia number 2, congratulations po. Wala naman akong palakpak dyan. Okay, thank you. Alright, so for our trivia number 2, what is our answer for trivia number 2? Okay, so for our trivia number 2, the right answer is Jonathan Athan Latona. Alright, so na-excite naman ata kayo magpalakpak ngayon. Our trivia number 2 is, congratulations kay Lean Dump. Congratulations po. Okay, so for our trivia number 3. Okay, our trivia number 3, ano po ba ang tamang sagot sa trivia number 3? Okay, so our winner is Jana Villanueva. Congratulations po. Okay, that's great. So, The great aim of knowledge and education is putting things into action. Hindi madali maging entrepreneur, but with a little bit of hard work and perseverance, kaya nyo yan. Okay? So, thank you again for joining us today. Kita-kits po tayo sa susunod namin mga episodes. And if you think we have provided value to you and your business, please share this video with your friends and families. Once again, this is Julia for Puhunan Power, aka Pinay #Pusong Entrep. Pag may puhunan ka, may power ka.